Farrah Fawcett and Lee Majors were Hollywood royalty, but behind the cameras, a painful story brewed. For decades, Lee stayed silent about their dramatic split, until now. He finally opens up about the love he lost and the emotions he kept hidden after Farrah left. Join us as we reveal the heartbreaking truth Lee Majors has kept quiet about for years. Before becoming one of Hollywood's most talked about couples, Lee Majors and Farrah Fawcett were two dreamers from very different worlds. Born Harvey Lee Urey in Michigan, Lee faced hardship early, losing both parents by age 2 and growing up quietly in Kentucky. A talented football player, his dreams ended after a back injury, pushing him toward acting. In the early 60s, Lee moved to Los Angeles with a strong presence and quiet confidence. His big break came in 1965 as Heath Barkley in The Big Valley, starring alongside legends and quickly winning fans. Humble and hardworking, Lee Majors soon became a rising star by the decade's end. Lee Majors wasn't flashy, but producers trusted him. With a calm, serious energy, he was perfect for strong, silent roles. Off-screen, he kept a low profile, no wild parties or chasing headlines. Focused, steady, and loyal, he seemed like the kind of man who could ground someone else's whirlwind life. Farrah Fawcett was born on February 2nd in Corpus Christi, Texas. Known for her natural beauty and warm personality, she was a popular cheerleader and beauty queen in her teens. After high school, she attended the University of Texas, where she was named one of the most beautiful co-eds in the country. This attention led her to Hollywood agents, and eventually, she moved to Los Angeles to pursue modeling. In LA, Farrah quickly caught photographers' eyes with her rare ability to look glamorous and approachable at the same time. She landed commercials, magazine covers, and small TV roles. Even before fame, people sensed she was destined for something big. In the late 60s, Lee and Farrah met at a party in Los Angeles. Lee was already a star on The Big Valley, while Farrah was just starting out. But their connection went beyond status or looks. They started dating soon after. As Farrah's star rose, Lee quietly supported her. For a time, it seemed like true love. By the early 70s, they'd become one of Hollywood's most talked about couples. In 1973, they married, seeming to have it all: beauty, fame, and exciting careers. Their wedding was stylish but low-key, focused more on their bond than publicity. That same year, Lee landed the role that would define his career: Colonel Steve Austin in The $6 Million Man. The show was a massive hit, making Lee a household name. Meanwhile, Farrah's modeling and TV career blossomed, especially in national commercials. Proud of her success, Lee often praised her talent and beauty in interviews, openly sharing how much he loved and believed in her. From the outside, Lee and Farrah's marriage looked perfect, but cracks were forming beneath the surface. Their biggest challenge? Demanding schedules. Lee spent long hours filming The $6 Million Man, while Farrah juggled auditions, photo shoots, and building her career. At first, they tried to make it work, but time apart slowly took a toll. Even when together, exhaustion and distractions created an emotional distance. Lee, raised with strong values, wanted their marriage to last and did his best to hold it together. Farrah, deeply in love but craving her own identity, didn't want to be just Lee Majors' wife. She wanted her own success and respect in Hollywood. Their love remained, but as Farrah's fame soared, the gap between them grew. Then came Charlie's Angels. Overnight, Farrah became a global icon playing Jill Monroe. The show's mix of action and style captured audiences, and Farrah's charm made her the face of the hit series. Her fame exploded: magazine covers, major events, and non-stop paparazzi. Around the same time, her famous red swimsuit poster sold over 1 million copies, cementing her status as a pop culture phenomenon. But the rapid rise came with relentless demands: packed schedules, photo shoots, interviews, and appearances. Lee understood fame, having lived it himself, but even he was surprised at how completely it consumed Farrah's life. Their private relationship slipped away, replaced by a distant public existence. Lee tried to keep their connection alive, even asking Farrah's producers to adjust her schedule for a few dinners together. Farrah refused, not wanting to appear dependent or compromise her career. That rejection cut deep. Lee felt left behind as their once strong bond frayed. Though still married, they drifted into separate worlds until an affair shattered everything. By the late 70s, Lee and Farrah were no longer the perfect Hollywood couple. Fame, distance, and heartbreak had torn them apart, and the world was about to witness it all. The final blow came in the form of Ryan O'Neal, not just any celebrity, but someone Lee Majors actually knew and respected. Both were stars in the same era, often crossing paths in Hollywood circles. So when photos of Farrah and Ryan holding hands and smiling at red carpet events surfaced, it hit Lee like a gut punch. Lee learned about Farrah's affair with Ryan through the press. No warning, no private talks, while they were still legally married. Though their marriage was struggling, Lee hoped to fix it and was blindsided by the public revelation. He stayed loyal and silent, avoiding the spotlight and refusing to discuss the betrayal. As Farrah embraced her new relationship and fame, Lee faded into the background, heartbroken and emotionally closed off. While Farrah remained in the public eye amid her turbulent romance, Lee withdrew, quietly locking away his pain and disappearing from her world. When their divorce finalized in 1982, it ended their marriage on paper, but not their story. Years of silence and unresolved feelings followed. Though the public moved on, their connection lingered beneath the surface, buried by pain and missed chances. Lee remained unmarried for nearly a decade, continuing his acting career with shows like The Fall Guy. Yet those close to him noticed something had changed. The emotional spark that once made him so captivating seemed dimmed. He was charming but distant, polite but guarded, a man who rarely let anyone in. Many believed the heartbreak with Farrah reshaped how he approached love, keeping relationships fleeting and shallow. He never spoke publicly about Farrah during that time, choosing silence over explanations or blame. It wasn't bitterness, but self-protection. The pain was too deep to reopen old wounds. Meanwhile, Farrah's relationship with Ryan was a roller coaster, full of public breakups and reconciliations. Their love was real but messy, played out in front of the world with all its highs and lows. After Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett worked hard to be taken seriously, earning praise for her acting while remaining open about her personal struggles. In contrast, Lee Majors handled his heartbreak quietly and from a distance. In the early 90s, a mutual friend suggested a private reunion. Farrah was open, but Lee declined, choosing to protect himself from reopening old wounds. In 2011, Farrah was diagnosed with a rare cancer and shared her battle publicly. Lee never visited or spoke about her illness, grieving privately instead. When Farrah passed away in June 2019, Lee broke his silence with a brief statement. He stayed out of the spotlight and did not attend her funeral. To many, Lee's silence seemed cold, but those who knew the story understood it was about protecting his emotions. He had grieved long before and wasn't ready to reopen painful chapters. His distance wasn't anger, it was self-protection. Some heartbreaks don't have neat endings. Some love stories remain unfinished because they mattered too much. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more unforgettable Hollywood tales. Thanks for watching.